All right, here he is.
To see you on And Just Like That, it's like my friend has joined the New York Yankees. Like, I know you, like, for real.
I know.
Like, I can text you and be like, that was a great scene. How are you swinging your backhand like that? Like, you need to follow through, like, whatever.
Hilarious. That's right. You're...
It's been a long career. What has propelled you in this business? What has allowed you to keep going and keep getting jobs and keep making it happen?
Interestingly enough, I feel like I haven't exhausted myself yet. You know, it's been a wonderful journey of like almost like bits and pieces. I just feel like I haven't fully maximized myself in a way that I want to be maximized. You know, and you know, as you grow up, you realize you might have to do it yourself. And you know, a lot of actors today are figuring that out sooner. Like, I'm writing my own monologues. I'm going to shoot my own film with my friends on my phone. I'm going to develop this play or this show. And there's a lot of great will in that choice. And I'm just discovering that in the last 5 years that, oh, what if I produced the thing that I want to do and put that team together?
What are you dying to do?
I want to go back to Broadway for sure. But I've got some things that I'm working on. And hopefully they'll come.
I mean, is there something on Broadway that you're dying to do? You like that better than film.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see the audience.
Mm-hmm. It's like a musician, a big rock star, and there was something, and they'll say, yeah, I love being in the studio, but there's nothing like going on tour. Like, it's exhausting, but the people are right there, you know, taking that journey with you.
Is the applause the best part, or the silence because they're listening to you?
Oh, that's a good question. I just think it's the togetherness, you know, which probably goes back to your original question.
The togetherness.
Of why I wanted to do this as a kid, you know. For in that moment, in the dark, every race, color, creed, bank, tax bracket sits in darkness and makes believe. And make believe. They believe in the make believe. They all agree to go on this journey. For like 2.5 hours, everybody is like, you know, I just love that. And sometimes they laugh, sometimes they cry, sometimes they shout, sometimes they crinkle the candy paper.
Is it an ego thing for you? Like, yeah, you're going to listen to me. Or is it, or are you really like the vessel? You're like, you're going to listen to this character.
I mean, you got to have an ego to find the will to do anything. But I think that it is, I want to tell this story because I believe that there's something universal in this story that I want to reveal. You know, there is a place where we're all the same. You know, where, yeah, and I like finding that.
I've talked to a lot of people about how they feel emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like deep down, everybody is either sad, angry, or scared. Where does that land for you?
I think you're right. And I think a hero's journey includes all those things,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and and finding resilience and after those things or through those things is part of our journey too, as human, humans, like loss and pain and ego crushing, and it's a journey. And yeah, I think you're right. All those things exist, and they manifest in different ways, because fear becomes rage, sadness becomes, self-destruction, and what did you say? Sad,
angry, scared.
Yeah.
I know I feel a lot of fear, more than anger or sadness. Fear that I'll screw it up, I'll lose all my money, I'll, screw up, some important things, and it'll all like, oh, I had it in my hands, I had a good life going, and then it'll all like spilled, and now it's all wrecked. I left it on the train, and now I don't have it anymore. Like, that sort of thing.
I think what I do has helped manage those things, because when you take a journey through an incredible piece of theater or piece of writing in a script, you shouldn't come out the same person you are. Like, the character taught you something.
Interesting.
You learn a lot when you give your all to this art form.
Interesting. So you were learning. So what does LTW teach you?
Get dressed in the morning. Girl, pull yourself together. Oh. And, if we get to learn more about her, she's a documentarian, she's a documentary filmmaker, and I don't know, she just is such an optimist,
Do you know what she's made documentaries about?
Yeah, but it's not in the script yet, but I've talked to MPK about it. Yeah.
You're so good. Last thing, your superpower. What is the thing that you do better than other people that has led to the success that you've had?
My superpower? Oh my God. I don't know, Touré. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I found it yet. I don't know. I mean, you got to be superhuman to be a mom today.
Absolutely.
And a partner.
Working mom, hell yeah.
I would say maybe, I don't know. I don't know what my superpower is. I'll come back.
Okay.
And I'll tell you.
Oh, I'll hold you to that. It's interesting that you very much see yourself, I'm still rising, I'm still learning, my career is still going upward.
Yeah.
I'm still in an acquisition of knowledge and wisdom phase. Because, at this age we could be like, I'm a veteran, I know it all, but you're like...
That's interesting that you say acquisition, because I think when we met, I was bright-eyed about acquisition, about getting. And now I'm so full, the reason I keep going is because I have so much to get out, to give. You
knew it all.
What do you mean?
You were like, I have it all figured out. I'm good. I got it. We had I don't want to call it an argument, but it was because your movie had come out and you were like, I don't do press. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you're right on it. Like, you're about to be a superstar. Like, go talk to some media and tell them, like, let them show it. And you were like, no, I'm above this. And I was like, how could you do this to yourself?
No, what was I talking about?
don't know.
My publicist is sitting right here.
This is like 30 years ago.
I didn't know anything. Oh my God. Why did you kick me?
I tried to, and you were like, and
I didn't even know how to spell publicist.
As a member of the media, I was
know.
like, what do you mean you don't talk to media? Like, I'm not going to bite you. Like, tell people how great you are.
I didn't know anything about that part of the business. I probably thought I was being fake or something. You know, when you're like,
I'm an actor, I'm an artist.
Yeah, like,
I don't promote, I just do the work.
Yes, that's what it was.
What are you talking about?
It wasn't like, I don't do press. It's just like, I don't promote myself. That would be like Basquiat explaining
right.
the face on there. Like, that's blasphemous. Like, ugh.
See, it's funny you say that too, because like, Warhol was great at explaining himself in ways that promoted
Kept him mysterious,
and yet you're still listening to him. Right? And I'm sure that Jean-Michel was like eating that up of like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Interesting.
But now it's like I said, I'm so full of my experience that I could talk for hours. I could share and promote this show. That tell you what, I've done a lot of press around this show. I've done a lot of talking. I've had some really great interviews too.
Has being on this show opened doors for you already to where other scripts, other things are like coming in?
Yeah, I think so. It's been wonderful. I mean, just experiencing this level of exposure, I guess, in a way, but it's still fun. You know, it's always, my interviews are either about fashion or race, which I have a lot to say, or, you know, television, the history of television. Like, these are things that I love to talk about. So finally, lots of press, and it's legitimate.